שמאל איתם. Okay, Rabotai, good morning. Boker Tov. Shavua Tov. So, you know, before I tell you a nice chidush about the parasha, we mentioned that yesterday was the Hilulah of the Tzaddik, the Baba Sali. And the Baba Sali became famous by all the Aidot, Sephardim, Ashkenazim, Hasidim. Everybody knows who is the Baba Sali, who was the Baba Sali. So I heard from one of the closest Meshamshim of the rabbi that he was the Meshamesh, couldn't have children. Got married, didn't have kids. And the rabbi was telling him, don't worry, have patience, you will have kids. He says, but you know, he says, I come from a Moroccan family, he says, and the Moroccan family, they very warmth, but at the same time, they were putting a lot of pressure. No? What's going on with the kid? We want a Brit Milah, we want this. So, him and his wife decided to go to the doctor. They did all type of checks, and the doctor says, listen, chances are very low, very, very low. Okay, you will have to pass through a whole type of treatment, you and your wife. He says, I left the doctor, I go to the Baba Sali. You know, like every day I was going to the Baba Sali. As soon as I get inside the house of the Baba Sali, the rabbi pick up his head and he says to me, why are you going to the doctor? What are you going to the doctor for? I told you you're going to have a child. Just have patience. Rabotai, this Meshamesh told him he had his patience. A couple of years later, he got a beracha from the Baba Sali. This year, you're having a baby boy. This year. And then he told him, but this year, I'm also finishing my life. Says the Baba Sali to the student. And he tells him, and I just want to tell you why. There is terrible gezerot happening on Am Yisrael. Terrible gezerot. And there is no other way how to cancel them if I don't leave the world. The Baba Sali telling the student. The Baba Sali told him, I'm ready to take, I ask from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, please, take my life and protect Am Yisrael from the gezerah. That's what happened. Next morning, says the Shamosh, next morning the rabbi passed away. And then I realized how much love the Baba Sali had on Am Yisrael. Lo bichti, his name was Israel Abu Hatzera. Rabbi Israel Abu Hatzera. He says that the love that he had, every single Jew, was above his own life. He was ready to give his own life for the need of others. And this takes me to this week's parasha. Vahi b'shalach Paro et ha'am. Paro is sending the nation. Vahi b'shalach Paro et ha'am. Paro is sending the nation now. Paro is not sending the nation. Paro had no other choice. Who sent Am Yisrael out from Egypt? Borei Olam. Vahi b'shalach Paro et ha'am. There is a lot of explanations about this pasuk, but one of them is as follows. My dear friends, Borei Olam made all the makot. Why Borei Olam made all the makot? Two reasons. Reason number one, to make Am Yisrael believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu fully and not to be scared from the Mitzrim. But there was a second reason. וידעו מצרים כי אני השם ויעשו כן. The second purpose of Yetziat Mitzrayim was because Borei Olam wanted the Mitzrayim to know that I exist, that Borei Olam exists. ויהי בשלח פרעה את העם. When Paro sends out Am Yisrael from Mitzrayim, Paro is actually admitting that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one who controls the world. And here comes something, a very strong Musar skill. I think I told you this in the past. There was a rabbi in Mexico, very famous. His name is Rabbi Anijar. Rabbi Anijar, you know him? Rabbi Anijar spoke once, a couple of years ago, here in Miami, in a Sunnah Shul. And I still remember the drasha that he said. He said that in Mexico, it's well known as a place where the corn, that they plant the corn, is with a very high quality. Very, very high quality. And there was actually one family that they had the best corn in the world. They got certificated as the best corn in the world. Beautiful. That business ran for a couple of good years. Says the rabbi, 1 year, the guy from this family, the owner of the company, wakes up in the morning and he goes to all the owners of the fields around him with the recipe of the best corn of the world. Now, Rabotai, this guy, people started to, on one hand, they were happy. On the other hand, something is going on wrong in his head. He's running his business. He's running his business. He goes over and he's giving more and more people his recipe. Finally, one of the guys approached him and he asked him, "What's wrong? What's going on with you? You're ruining your family business." And the guy says, "No. You're ruining my family business. You guys are ruining my family business. I'm saving my family business." So what do you mean? He says, it's very simple. Whenever I plant over here in this field a very high quality of corn, the corn to become the most perfect corn, it's not enough to have a good quality of land, but it needs also a good surrounding, a good environment. If the environment around you is going to be not good, it's going to affect my corn. That's why to have my best corn, result, I need you also to plant a good corn. It says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Vayhi b'shalach Paro et ha'am. I want you to know something. Our job as Jewish people, we have to take care of our corn. But if we're just going to be in a certain bubble, taking care of, my family has to be in the best Talmud Torah, my girl's in the best Bet Yaakov, and my house has to be the best in the Torah learning, Torah teaching, and that's it. I lock myself in. Guess what? With the time, your surrounding is going to be more and more challenging for you. And slowly, that small bubble is going to get affected. Says the rabbi, our obligations, first of all, inside Am Yisrael, is that you have to take care of your surrounding, actually your family, but then to try to expand that light also to others. And that's why Am Yisrael, it's called Or Lagoim, a light for nations, for the nations. Why? Because Borei Olam is not taking Am Yisrael out of Egypt only for Am Yisrael. He's taking Am Yisrael from Egypt. For what? Mitzrayim ki ani Hashem. Because Borei Olam wants also the nations, also the empires, everybody to understand that there is only one God that managed the world. And this is the God that chose Am Yisrael as his nation. That's our obligation. That's why when Am Yisrael got to the sea, so they realized that the Mitzrayim were running after them. On the right hand, there was desert and all type of animals. Left hand also, there was no way where to escape. Then what happened? Then what happened? Chazal teaching us that there was a guy by name Gershon Ben Aminadav. Gershon Ben Aminadav Lemate Yehuda. He jumped inside the water. And when the water got into his nose, let's go this way, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu split up the sea. So I once heard from a rabbi in Israel, Rabbi Levinstein, he says, there was another guy called Gershon Ben Aminadav. This Gershon Ben Aminadav, he wanted to jump to the water. Gershon Ben Aminadav. Gershon. And Gershon Ben Aminadav wanted to jump into the water. And he was about to, but he was scared. There was winds and the waves were big. And he was hesitating what to do. And then suddenly, another guy by name Menachem Ben Aminadav, then he decided to jump. And thanks to him, the water gets split up. He says, well, this Gershon, Gershon, what does he think about himself? Tipesh. Tipesh! You had the idea first. If you were jumping into the water, everybody will remember your name. Today I said Gershon Ben Aminadav. What did they tell me? No, it's Gershon. Of course. There is no such a guy, Gershon. Maybe there is, but for sure we don't know him. Why? Because we have to remember one thing. Whenever you have a chance to do it. Jump. Don't be scared. Borei Olam is with you, because Borei Olam wants you to give the right example for the rest of the people. Do it, and you'll see unbelievable results when you do it L'Shem Shamayim. When you do it because you want kavod and this, Borei Olam doesn't even look at you. But when you do it because it's L'Shem Shamayim for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Borei Olam is not only going to help you, it's going to show all of your surroundings how unbelievable Mesirut Nefesh you had. They're going to learn from you, and you will become a Or LaGoyim. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Abraham Azancot ben Atzayich HaKadosh Baruch Hu l'tzachut v'titzad leficha. דבר להם תורה מצוות שנאמר אדוני החפץ למען צדקו ידיד תורה וידיד. אמן.